In this video, I'll show you guys how you can create these organic texture loops from scratch in Blender. And even if you're a complete beginner in Blender, after watching this tutorial, you will definitely be able to create them yourself. Also, I recently dropped a tour visuals pack with over 200 looping tour visuals in 4K resolution, as well as 30 Blender files that also contain many different variations of these organic texture loops. And the best thing is, the pack is completely free, so there's nothing to sell here. All you have to do is go to the description, click on the first link, drop me a sub on YouTube, and then you'll get a Google Drive link to the full pack. So if you're interested, go check that out. And with that being said, open up Blender, delete the light and delete the default cube, select the camera, press Alt-G to reset the location, Alt-R to reset the rotation, press GZ to move the camera up a little bit, left click to apply, press Shift-A, add a plane, click on this little camera icon to go into camera view, and make sure that the plane is covering the whole area of the camera, so if the plane is too small, just click S and scale it up. Left click to apply again. Open up a shader editor, change it from object to world, turn off the background, change it back to object, make sure the plane is selected, click plus for new material, hit Shift A for wave texture, connect the color to the base color and to the emission color, go to the settings, navigate to the add-ons tab, activate the node wrangler add-on, then go back into the shader editor, select the wave texture, hit Ctrl T, then on the mapping node we can move the coordinates of the texture around, which will be important in a bit, but first we want to make the texture loop. For that we are going to be animating the phase offset value, but not from 0 to 1, because what we're dealing with here is a wave function, and in this case it's a sine wave. And with wave functions, one full circle isn't completed at 1, it's completed at pi times 2. So to make things easier, just add a math node, set it to multiply, type in pi times 2 for the bottom value, and now we can animate the top value going from 0 to 1. So open up a timeline, make sure you're on frame 1, hover over the top value slider and hit I on the keyboard to insert a keyframe, go to frame 100, type in 1 for the top value, hit I to insert a keyframe again, and then we want our timeline to go from frame 1 to frame 99, because if we rendered this from 1 to 100, there would be a doubling because the frame 1 and 100 look exactly alike, and so there's going to be a little hiccup in the loop. Instead, we are rendering it from 1 to 99. If you don't want to have 99 frames but 100 frames, then obviously you would move the second keyframe to 101 and then render it from 1 to 100. Really doesn't make a difference. Anyways, we got a loop now, that's pretty good. Hit Shift and right click drag to add a reroute node, then hit Shift A to add a color ramp, plug it in between. Now we can start clamping out values to create results like this. And with this setup, we got tons of options. We can add distortion, tweak the scale, change the texture from bands to rings. We can also make it spherical rings. However, with that, we have to move the texture to get the center of the rings into the center of the frame. For that, we have added the mapping node, if you remember. Just type in -0.5 for the X and Y value, and there you go, now it's central. Right now it's going inwards, but I want it to go outwards. In other words, I want the animation to basically run backwards. How can we do that? Well, it's pretty easy to fix. Just change the factor on the multiply node from 2 pi to -2 pi, and now it's going outwards. Pretty cool, huh? One thing I'd recommend you to check out is to change the wave type to a saw wave, which gives you this really cool look where you have a hard edge followed by a linear fall off. It almost looks like a shadow or something. So if you render that and then take it into some kind of video editing software, give it some color, this sort of stuff can look really dope. Speaking of rendering, go to the output properties, change the resolution to 3840 by 2160, change the file format to FFmpeg video, change the container to MPEG-4, change the output quality to perceptually lossless, click on the folder icon, select an output path and give it a name, hit render animation, and there you go. Thanks for watching. Make sure to check out the full tour visuals pack in the description. It's the very first link, as said, completely free. If there are any questions regarding this video, make sure to leave a comment and I will answer. Alright, thanks and see you in the next video. Bye bye.